4, 3, 2.
Yan. Hello, Philippines. Ano kang nangyayari?
Good evening, Pala. Welcome to the Pala General Assembly and Online Christmas Party for 2020. I am Dave Maclang.
And I am Joy De La Cruz.
And we are your hosts for tonight.
We are your hosts for tonight. It is our pleasure to welcome everyone tonight.
We hope that everyone is safe and healthy. And I hope that you guys can stay until the last part of the program because there's a lot of exciting activities tonight. Speaking of the program, I am very excited to present to you our event program tonight. The event is divided into two parts. The first part consists of the following: opening remarks from the Vice President of Affairs, PALA Board Report for 2020, PRC BOLA Report, PALA OPIA 2020 nominees, election results announcements, and PALA GA closing.
And for the second part, we have the much-awaited online Christmas party. Uy, Dave, magantay muna tayo ng mga viewers. Maghihintay pa yata tayo ng viewers. Konti pa lang yata nandyan.
Ay, wala pa pala. Okay.
Hindi ko makita eh.
We'll be waiting first for the other viewers.
Maghihintay tayo ng viewers. Wait, Dave, magantay muna tayo ng mga viewers. Maghihintay yata tayo ng viewers. Konti pa lang yata nandyan.
Yung choppy ka ate.
Choppy ba ako?
25
Sorry
viewers.
na.
30
Again,
minutes.
converge kasi. Magsimula na mga viewers. Choppy ba ako? 29 viewers! 29 pa lang. Konti pa yan. Paramihin natin yan, kailangan, madami.
Okay. Ilan ba kota natin?
Ayan, tinitingnan po namin kung sino yung mga, dyan, may mag-comment, mga early bird.
29.
29 viewers. Wala yatang manunood ah.
Darating yan. Wait lang tayo.
Ayan. Bumati ka muna.
I'm inviting
Pwede na tayo ngayon bumati kasi tayo ngayon.
to watch our live stream.
Ayan. Hello po. Hello po sa inyo lahat. Meron po nag-a-angry. Meron pong galit na galit. Meron po tayo mag-angry. Happy lang po tayo. Puso-puso lang.
Yeah, from Jeannie Salamanca, hello everyone.
Hello, Sir Jeannie.
Yeah, from
comment lang po yung gusto magpa-shout out.
From Sir Vic Dulog, hello Pala. Ayan. Madami na, 38.
Hi, Ate Marian. Meron po talaga nag-a-angry. Galit na galit po siya.
Salamanca, hello everyone.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Hello po. Pasensya na po kayo kung di po kami magaling mag-host. First time po namin to pareho. Hello po, magandang gabi. Konti pa po ninyo, 41 pa lang po.
From Miss
Mag-live na po tayo, may na lang po.
Desiree Nadal. Hi, Joy and Dave. Hello, everyone. Hello rin po.
Natupad na ang dream ko.
From my Facebook. Yes naman. 38
Ayan.
viewers.
Sino po gusto magpa-shoutout? Comment lang po. Mag-comment lang po kayo. Kailangan niyo po mag-comment para po mapansin. Hello, Ate Marian. Kamusta ka naman dyan?
Ate Jo, may question for you, oh.
Tagal na natin hindi nakikita.
Hi, John. May question and answer pa.
Nako! Meron ba? Wala pong question and answer kasi po tuyo na po tayong lahat. Malapit na po mag-2021. Susunod naman po ang tanungan.
Now, para po
Hi, Sir Frank! Kamusta po? Huwag niyo po kami i-judge. Hindi po kami masyadong hindi po talaga kami marunong mag-host. Ano lang to? Parang gagawin lang po namin, alam niyo na, happy lang po tayo dito dahil po Christmas party to. Papasahin lang po natin ang bawat isa. Yan. Parang malungkot pa po ata kayo. 44 pa lang po kayo. Wala po bang dadagdag para maging 100 na? Ay, game na po ba? Ready na po ba tayo?
sa akin, 38 pa rin.
38, 47 na sa akin, late sa'yo. Magpalit ka na ng internet mo. Yeah, meron po talaga nagagalit. Sino may nag-a-angry na yan? Hindi ko po kinakaya. Happy lang po tayo dito. Puso-puso lang po ang tinatanggap namin. Bakit po yung mga, negative, emoji.
Okay, to continue our
Yes,
presentation.
50 na. 50 na po ang viewers. Pag hindi po nag-100, hindi po natin itutuloy ang ating event. Online, Christmas party po. Hindi po natin itutuloy.
Okay, game.
Ayan.
Okay, to continue our presentation. So for the first part of our event, we have the opening remarks from our VP for Internals, PALA Board Report for 2020, PRC BOLA Report, PALA OPIA 2020 nominees, and the election results announcement.
PALA GA closing. And for the second part, we have the much-awaited online Christmas party. Online lang po ang Christmas party natin dahil po ngayon, COVID. Baka po magkahawaan pa po tayo. Sayang naman po ang mga buhay natin.
We should follow the protocols, no?
Ayan, tama po. Mag-face mask patient. Pero pagka nasa bahay lang po, pwede na. Kahit magtasikan. Ayan. Simulan na po natin ang And just a reminder for everyone, a few days ago, the guidelines for attendance has been posted. To be considered as an attendee, you must, number 1, sign in through the Google form posted at the beginning of the event. You have 45 minutes to fill out the form. 45 minutes lang po.
Yes. Second, have joined the live event and actively participate by reacting or commenting on the activity.
Number 3, kailangan po natin mag-sign out. Kahit po sa computer shop, kailangan po talaga natin mag-sign out through the Google form posted at the ending of the event. You also have 45 minutes to sign out. So please make sure that you follow the attendance guidelines. Thank you.
Then moving on, Now, I would like to introduce to you our PALA Board of Directors who take charge to the management and leadership of PALA this year.
Let's begin with our president. Nafi? Joke lang, take two. Let's begin with our president, Nafi Navarra.
Our
Joke lang po
secretary,
yung ano, sir. Sorry po. Sir, sorry po sa Nafi.
Napia.
our secretary,
Tatandaan ko
Helen
yan.
Francisco.
Hi, Joy. Hi, Dave.
Hello
So,
po.
dream
Hello
come true pala
po.
ito.
Our secretary,
Yeah.
Helena Marie Francisco.
Hello po. Our
Hi.
Vice President for Internal Affairs, Joshua Lansting.
Now, Vice
Ayan,
President,
dumadami na po kami sa live na to.
our Vice President for
Ayan,
External,
ano po sila, hindi po ata makapasok. Mahina ba yung internet? Yan,
Vice
bumabagal
President-
pa ang ating internet. Salamat po sa Converge.
Christopher Bunyo.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Ay, ako na ba? Our Assistant Vice President for Internal Affairs, Ross Ayon Pabustan. Sir Ross, pasok!
Hello, everyone.
Evening. Next
Ang
is
bagal ng
our
internet na namin.
Vice President for Externals, Rose Ann Marie Aldeguer. Si ma'am.
Yan. Makikita po talaga natin kung sino yung mga may mabibilis na internet connection. Yan.
Pasok na wala pa.
And our treasurer, Miss Pamela Pagana. Yan. Pasok lang po.
Hello.
Pintuhan lang tayo.
And last but definitely not the least, our ex-official, Eric Estonido. Sir Eric. So guys, here are our PALA board for 2020. Next up is our opening remarks from the PALA Vice President for Internals.
Okay. Okay. So, um, okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I would like to welcome everyone to this to our year-end General Assembly for 2020. So, with that, gusto ko lang first i-thank everyone for coming for today. So far, nasa 68 na tayo na viewers. So let's go. Let's still continue to watch, and also don't forget to sign up form, which will be posted in a bit. But besides that, I want to welcome everyone to the GA and the Christmas party. Thankful for everyone's presence here. Then siguro message ko lang for everyone for 2020 is for PALA, I know that we started the year that we want to give purposeful na mga events and activities for the members, even though regardless of the pandemic or not. But regardless of that, we want sana to give you guys something of quality and of purpose throughout the year. I hope everyone felt that way with all the activities that we lined up during this year. I know that the pandemic's been hard for everyone for this year. And we made a lot of adjustments there as an organization. But I'm happy that I think at this point we made we made improvements on our online presence as PALA, and also we made ways to reconnect and to really bound together as an organization and as a community, even though everything's been happening online. We appreciate all the comments and all the feedback that we get from the members and all the participation as well. We hope na we serve you well for the year, and we hope na ma-continue natin yan all throughout. So for this GA, will be presenting a lot of what happened this year, just to give you parang a year-end report, and also to give you a idea on what's the um, yung mga other things pa that Pala has in store in the future then. But that would be for the next board. But yun. So we hope for your participation for this GA, since it will be our last for the year. And I hope na you keep supporting Pala with the best intentions in the coming future. So yeah, so welcome to the GA, everyone. I hope you have a good time. I hope you find this. I hope you find this productive and enjoyable at the same time. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your opening message, Vice President Joshua. Now, this year we have seen that our organization has adapted to the challenges brought by the pandemic, and that it sets new ways of connecting members and delivering the services of our organization. We will now be having the year-end report of our PALA Board of Directors and the organization's current status.
Sige. Okay. Let's begin with our treasury report from Miss Pamela Pagana.
Hello. Okay. So we'll start with the IFLA APR Professional Practice and Policy Report. Basically, the IFLA PPP is a charter of the organization from IFLA APR that will connect us with the region through their goal of having promote and develop the professional practice in the Philippines. So, just a quick report from them. Their tasks for 2020 to 2021 is to enhance the strong partnership with IFLA working groups and support new members and countries to establish Landscape Architects platform under APR president. So, next part is under the IFLA PPP in the Philippines. Next slide, please. So we will be handling the heads of state and individual practices and other stakeholders, and we'll be having meeting every other month. And next is the Committee on the Revision and Amendment of LA Laws and PALA Constitution. So as you can see, sila yung magiging members of or part of the committee who will be revising and reviewing the LA Laws and PALA Constitution, with our resource person, Ma'am Zenaida Galingan, and assistants from the PR Bola, and other members, which is Vic Doloog, Susan Ong, Barry Panopio, and Norman Vito. And with our secretariat, which is Toby Del Rosario. Then next is another part of IFLA PPP is the PALA 200 revisions. And in line with that is yung pag-update natin of or paggawa natin ng book for the LA standards. So far we already have members who volunteered, and we're still calling for volunteers for in developing our LA standards. Nakapag meron na siyang initial start na compile na yung standards and na-present in line for the National Building Code. So right now we'll be producing yung book na for our LA standards. So few members will be Sir Vic Doloog, Chris Ogalino, Balbi, Angelo, and Christine. So soon we'll be calling other volunteers since malaki yung scope ng book natin and marami siyang parts. So we'll be needing really your help in your contributions and yung pwede natin ma-develop for our LA standards. Okay, so next will be yung PALA Treasury Report for 2020.
Okay, thank you, Pam, for that report for the Treasury. Now let's proceed with the PALA Treasury report.
Di ba tapos na yun?
Sorry, nawala ata. Okay. So for our PALA Treasury report, so yung 2020 goal natin na na-present first GA natin was for, ang team natin for Treasury is stability and sustainability. Since ngayon is pandemic and kumbaga we need yung finances natin to be stable and sustainable. So first, ito lang yung accomplishments for Treasury aligning with the stability goal. So we had sponsors for our events, webinars, and then dun sa billables na nireport natin, we've collected 80% already. Then, nagkaroon din tayo nung Gantimpala book reselling kasi since marami pa tayong stock. So another source of income for the organization. And then we also settled yung mga remaining balances from different stakeholders, and yung kunyari yung mga accountant, yung rental natin sa office, we've paid them already in advance before the deadline so that we avoid having penalties and interests. Then for the sustainability goal, we already established for Treasury yung annual dues and finances, yung may form. I think some of you already used that forms already para mas mapabilis natin yung reply sa mga inquiries, especially regarding sa annual dues. The next is we subscribe to an efficient platform, which is yung ginagamit natin ngayon na StreamYard. The next is nagkaroon na rin kami ng inventory and collection of PALA items from different, kasi nasa iba't ibang tao na yung items na yun eh. So, sorry, pabalik sa first, yan. Okay, so, yan. Sorry. Pa-next. Ayan, okay. So, we would like again to thank our sponsors, Kenzai and Icon Concepts, Cube System, D+C Magazine for sponsoring and publishing our design challenge. Then Cypress Bomanite, Playpoint, Vertigrow. Sila yung mga sponsors natin for our events sa webinars. And then ito yung Gantimpala book reselling. And then StreamYard is the platform for the online streaming. Okay, then next is as you can see, we've decluttered na rin yung office and nag-inventory na rin kami ng items na pwedeng i-distribute. So for example, yung mga other merchandise and extra things that we used in our past webinars and NatCons, pinamigay namin siya as prizes sa palakasan. Actually, we still have a few eco bags from IFLA APR, so, and Pala keychain. So, pag pwede nang kita tayo, pwede na namin din i-distribute to everyone kung sino yung may gusto. And then next is, kasi since nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, nag-boom yung online businesses, so we launched yung Pala Catalog. And under that is yung Pala Plus, which composed of yung mga non-LA businesses. And then yung Pala Prime is LA businesses in our profession. So it was their chance to promote their businesses online and to other market. So next is, okay, so other details lang. Ito yung Pala bank account natin. So we have the main account, then dollar savings account, the second account for NatCon. Tapos ito yung links for membership dues, proof of payment. Tapos right now we have 500 pesos discount as per board resolution for 2020. Pero originally, our Pala and IFLA juice rate is 1,500. Then for those who already paid prior to the board resolution, your 500 pesos discount will be considered for 2021. I think that's all for Treasury.
Okay, thank you, Treasurer Pam, for your report. Now let us proceed with the report from our Secretariat, with the report from our Secretary, Ms. Hena Marie Francisco. Hello po, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening. Good afternoon. Ay, good evening na ba? Good afternoon ba?
Good afternoon.
Everyone. I will just be giving a quick update on the status of PALA as an IPO. So for those who are not very familiar with it, IPO refers to the concerned board and PRC accredited integrated professional organization for a given profession to integrate the professionals like us, landscape architects, into one national organization and where the membership therein by professionals is automatic and mandatory. So the renewal period for as an IPO is 3 years. PALA was accredited on January 4, 2017, and this has expired last January 2020. Meaning, expired yung ating accreditation as an IPO right now. So, unfortunately, due to unforeseen events and discontinuities with turnover of duties among new sets of board officers, the schedule of renewal was not taken into account. The new board members were only notified this July. So, as seen on the timeline, we were notified on July about the expiration of the accreditation. But since then, we have been coordinating with the agency to process our documents and requirements. Due to the limitations caused by the pandemic, it took longer than usual. This resulted in the temporary loss of all rights, privileges, and duties as an IPO. This also disabled us from submitting our autonomy. But rest assured that right now we are almost complete with the requirement. We are still in the process of gathering the PRC ID information from the members. So some of them right now may have received some messages from us gathering your PRC ID information and validity status. So yun, we are trying to resubmit our petition for renewal by next week. Gusto ko lang emphasize, especially to the future board members, that this is one of the very important matters that we have to look closely into. So that's all, and I hope for your kind understanding and cooperation from the members about this matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Hannah. Thank you po. Moving forward with our internal affairs report by our Vice President for Internals, let us all welcome Joshua Lansing.
Ayan. Okay, so hi everyone. So for internals, ito yung activities natin for the first half of the year presented last June for the first GA. So here rundown lang nung what we did for the first half of the year. So yeah, so since we moved online, we started a lot of webinars, a lot of initiatives that are online. Meron tayong mga infographics like yung mga munting hardin sa tahanan, teaching how to do some urban gardening at home. We had some state of mind to kind of assist in or give tips with regards to our mental health. And also we had mga design challenge to help generate ideas for the pandemic. And a lot more online initiatives for the first half of the year. So with that, we aim to be engaging, creative, and purposeful at the start of the year. And I hope we did that for 2020. So engaging since we want to engage everyone online, creative, creating new ways to tap everyone with new events and purposeful activities that are very timely. So with that, we continued this thought in mind in the latter part of the year. So for internals, again we had all um, mostly a lot of online events, webinars. One to highlight would be yung Palakasan natin for 2020, which was a month-long event natin for the month of September. So um, for the month of September, we had different activities na I hope everyone enjoyed. So based on the feedback naman, I think at least yung most of the members that participated had a great time with Palakasan. And I saw naman yung parang nabibuild na relationship kahit in the online platform. Um, so yeah, also we had mga design contests during Pala month during the landscape architectural month, and also we had the new rules of engagement webinar. We also have webinars with for our LGBTQIA community with Pride in Place that talks about space and the LGBTQI community. And we also had other seminars like Sandblast and post-lockdown landscapes that aim to give more information about current landscape issues that we're facing. But besides that, we also took the time to get your input since the members' input is very valuable to us, and we try to um, take what we can get from our members on improving our events. And we do this at least at most constantly. So we had a mid-year na after the GA na survey, and also right now we have a year-end survey that you can still answer. I think we can post the link if you want to answer the year-end survey for 2020. So para makatulong din to the next board on what works, on what members want for sa next events natin, and also ano ba yung comments nyo for the year so we can learn from what we're doing. We also have mga for celebration lang or for announcements, yung mga events, public events like Amon Jadid, also mga buwan ng wika publicity, just to continue our online visibility and to engage the members continuously. Then, yung current natin right now, besides the GA, is the Pala Board of Directors elections. So, itong elections, we'll be announcing the winners for the elections later. So, I hope you tune in for that, together with the COMELEC yun. So, please await for that. So, with that, yun naman yung for 2020 for internals. We just have we just have backlogs with the certificates, especially for post-lockdown landscape. So for the members that attended and registered, please await for the certificates before the year ends. We promise to give it to you. So don't worry about that. And if may other concerns kayo, please just email us sa internals email. But don't worry about the certificates. They'll be coming. We hope for your patience and understanding for those parts naman. Besides that, yung last item would be yung certificate of good standing. We just sa end of the year, we had the surplus lang of requests, so we would appreciate an extended patience for us pag-i-issue nun, kasi marami lang sabay-sabay right now. So with the certificate, so if we'd appreciate if you send in your request early, so para hindi siya ma-rush kasi maraming naka-line up with the request. So we again hope for your patience and consideration with those stuff. And we hope that you trust us enough na ma-deliver namin yun soon enough. And don't worry naman, like the certificates, it will we're working on it. So for internals, I hope you can answer the survey, and please await for the certificates na we'll be issuing out soon enough. So thank you.
Thank you, VP Joshua, for your report. Up next, we have our report from our External Affairs by our VP for Externals, James Christopher Bruno.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello
Ay,
po, good evening po, sir.
Hello. Ayan, so for external affairs, I can say na we have been very successful in the face of challenges ng taon na ito, especially in terms of the activities that we have as PALA in engaging yung mga outside our organization. So, next slide please. Itong presentation ko ay listed down yung iba't ibang mga accomplishments na nagawa natin sa externals. Some of these are in partnership with internal affairs, of course. So some of these have been reported already by VP Joshua. Pero nung third quarter, since after nung huli natin na GA, so we were able to organize Pride Plus Place, the Philippine Queer Spaces as Realm of Struggle, which is a webinar on gender and social justice. So we were able to engage experts on the field of gender and social justice to discuss on yung the topics of spaces and gender, and I think it's a very successful and insightful discussion. And then after that, naipagpatuloy natin yung pag-organize ng mga luntiang pook. Although we had to adjust yung ating format and methodology because we have to, of course, prioritize yung safety. Pero hindi nakahadlang yung mga challenges ng pandemic at ng community quarantine para maipagpatuloy natin yung pag-extend ng technical assistance sa mga grantees ng Luntiang POC this year. So, ang unang-una nga doon is Barangay Nara 3, Silang Cavite, where we conducted the Luntiang POC through the use of StreamYard and also through using yung mga mobile online platforms like Messenger in coordinating with the participants of the workshop. And then noong July, we also conducted the post-lockdown landscape, our first ever webinar series. So we also invited experts on that provided insight on the different ways that we as landscape architects can address yung mga iba't ibang mga adjustments that we need to make because of this pandemic in terms of how we create the spaces, no? And then after that, nung September, we had a second Luntiang POC in Dogo Siwang Art Hub. So this is again another Luntiang POC that was facilitated through online format. Ito medyo iba naman yung naging format dito kasi nga may kakaibang limitations din yung community. So this one parang mas naging online design consultation siya, but we still provided the community yung mga modules that they were able to print out and distribute to the intended participants so that as soon as the activities can be conducted, ay pwede na rin, kumbaga, ma-apply yung mga matututunan ng mga participants dun sa modules na binigay natin sa ating partner for this Luntiang POC project. Then, nung September 29, yun naman yung new rules of engagement where we were lucky to be able to invite some landscape architects, some PALA members, some mga practitioners abroad to provide insight on how they have been adjusting in terms of yung mga operations nila sa kanilang mga opisina and how we can also parang adjust with the challenges of this pandemic. So next slide please. So medyo loaded yung third quarter, medyo mas onti na lang yung activities natin for externals for the last quarter since nag-uumpisa na yung pag-wind down and pag-transition to the next board if ever. So on October 3, we had the last Luntiang POC for this year, yung Luntiang POC sa Barangay San Isidro, Dulag, Leyte. So this is the format for this Luntiang POC was similar to the one in Barangay Nara 3. Again, online platform pa rin, and we facilitated the workshop by using Zoom, no? And then we also help promote yung Sandblast na activity ng Environmental Design Studio Lab of UPCA, where they also invited mga experts din naman regarding the issue on the Manila Bay rehabilitation using dolomite, no? And lastly, no October 10, we attended the meeting of the Philippine Federation of Professional Associations. So as we all know, as a professional association for landscape architects, we are a part of the PFPA under the Council for Built and Natural Environment. So this is a venue where we are able to reach out to fellow professional organizations, discuss different challenges that I have faced in the past months since nga nung nag-umpisa yung pandemic, and also yung mga activities moving forward. Foremost of this is the PFPA Awards. Sorry. The PFPA Awards, where we are pleased to announce that we have nominated our very own PR Bola member, landscape architect Cecilia Herastense, for a distinction award. No, so the nomination documents are already submitted to the PFPA, and ma'am, iko-kontakin daw po kayo ng ng PFPA. They will be sending you a formal letter on that. So I hope we all congratulate Ma'am Cecil on that. We are nominating her actually for a excellence award in government service and consideration of the service that she has rendered as a member of the PR Bola, and we hope that her achievements in this field will merit the favorable response of the judges of the PFPA awards. No? So we'll know that on February. So hopeful tayo that we get Ma'am Cecil gets the Excellence Award because it will also be a pride of our organization. No? So that's for the quarter 4. So we have actually we were able to have a lot of parang prospects for the next year in terms of yung mga external activities natin. So next slide, please. So first of all, well, of course, this is actually late. Bago for 2020 pa tong una-una actually. This is the activity that we are working with PRC. So we are helping out PRC for the Leadership in Education and Practice. So this is an international conference on the profession that they are hosting, and we are helping through various forms of technical assistance. No? And then this will be on December, so you'll hear more about this event in the coming days. And we hope that you can also participate in this event, no, and support PRC. Then, of course, we are actually we have successfully renewed our accreditation as a project proponent or grantee of NCCA, and we have already submitted 2 projects that we will be implementing on behalf of NCCA. One is the Haligi ng Dangal. So we have already submitted a proposal for this, where NCCA recognizes excellence in the different works of the built environment. So kasama dyan yung architecture, landscape architecture, and interior design. So we are also organizing a team to lead and organize the event. And then we also have sent a proposal for ANI or Harvest, no, evaluation of Luntiang projects. So I think that there is no better group to conduct the evaluation of the Luntiang projects but us. So this will involve getting in touch with the previous Luntiang POC project grantees, and kumbaga pagkumusta kung ano ba yung mga naging impacts ng Luntiang POC sa kanila. So we submitted a proposal on that. And then of course, through one of our members, we were able to meet with one of the assistant directors of the Bureau of Plant Industry of the Department of Agriculture. And we are working on a technical we are working on a possible partnership with them for their for their urban agriculture program. So kung familiar kayo dun sa mga projects where the Bureau of Plant Industry provides resources to communities and different organizations, so we are proposing a technical assistance program on that. So we want to help improve yung kanilang mga the way they capacitate the communities in terms of establishing urban gardens in different parts of the country. So, nire-review ngayon ng Department of Agriculture yung MOA that we forwarded it. And then, of course, we are still very much involved in the different Luntiang POC projects. While we were not yet able to forward proposal as a grantee, we are still we will still be providing technical assistance to upcoming Luntiang POC projects. So they have submitted the proposals to NCCA, and once the proposals have been approved, we will be involved in the implementation of these projects, providing yung different technical resources such as helping facilitate the workshop and also providing different technical inputs in the implementation of Luntiang. So most of this will be turned over to our upcoming board, but of course, as members and as an outgoing board officer, I will be very happy to help the incoming board in, of course, ensuring that these projects will push through for the coming year. So on behalf of the PALA board, I would just like to thank everyone, our partners with this year's Luntiang POC projects, the different members and the different resource persons that selflessly gave their time and their knowledge in the focal point talks that we organized, as well as to all of you who participated actively in our discussions and those who also participated in the Luntiang POC project. So we hope to give you more of these projects in the future, and we hope to see more involvement from everyone. So again, let's stay safe, but rest assured that PALA will always have something to offer that you can kumbaga engage with, or you can find possible opportunities for involvement in. So that would be all.
Thank you, VP Josh, VP James, for that report. Now we know many of you have questions, but we would like to ask everyone to write them down in our comment section in the meantime. The PALA board will be answering these questions in our open forum segment right after the PRC BOLA announcement.
Ayan. Comment lang po yung may mga tanong at may mga komento dyan. Tapos kung may mga reklamo po kayo, kay Idol Rapi po tayo. And now, let us hear the PALA report from our President, Napi Navarra. Hello po, Sir Napi.
Thanks, Joy. Hello, Joy. Hello, Dave.
Good evening po, sir.
Okay. Before I present my report, may I ask Pam to show us again, to announce actually the financial situation of the organization. Pam?
Hello, thanks, Napi. Okay, so currently from our total funds from 1 million to 1,908,127 and 63 cents, we already have 2,732,075 and 97 cents, and 73,011 and $80. So that's our funds for this year.
Okay,
That's
thank you,
from
Pam.
That's from the collectibles from IFLA APR partners and annual dues payments and DNR payments. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pam. Okay, thank you very much again. So for everyone who weren't able to access the reports, we have posted the different reports in advance so that you can peruse them before attending the GA to minimize if ever questions that may be already should be answered the report. So moving forward, the organization has underwent massive transformation in terms of how it functions and it operates this past year. When we entered the scene as the new board of directors of the organization, um, we weren't admittedly we weren't prepared for what awaits us in March when the pandemic happened. It was easy for anyone to to just probably lie low, and probably and even not do anything about it. But the board decided to move on and to innovate in terms of how we're offering the different services that all the members deserve from the organization. Thus, we look into how we can make our uh, 2020 board more dynamic. In this case, we shifted from having to wait for a face-to-face meetings into going digital, fully digital this year. Um, we have regularly conducted the board meeting every month so that we get to first is to check on everyone's well-being and state of mind, and of course, talk about the organization, how we can improve the organization in this pandemic, and also what we can offer to our members. That's why we try to be more flexible in terms of how we can serve the membership and how we can, as an organization, be of service to our different stakeholders and different communities. We we try to be more. Um, we try to develop other members. Probably for some, you may only often see me as the one speaking on behalf of the organization, but behind the scene, there are a lot of shining moments for the different members of the board to show their leadership skills also. Maybe it's not as obvious as for others, but we have seen them in action, and these are actually reflected on how we delivered and performed for this year. And also, we still represent the organization in national fora and meetings such as that of the IFLA APR Council meeting, which in conjunction with the IFLA World meeting, supposedly held during the IFLA World and IFLA APR Council meetings in Malaysia. So it was also done online, so we were also there, and also we were also there during the IFLA World meeting and represented that. Thus, we actually raised the issue about the IFLA dues, if that can be adjusted also in terms of the rate for this year, in of course in recognition of what on how the pandemic has affected the livelihood and the employment of many of our members. Um, we also nominated two of our board directors, Pam Pagana and um, James Bunyo, to committee membership in various IFLA APR committees. That's why um, Pam Pagana is now spearheading the PPP, since she's a member of the PPP of the IFLA APR, and same with James Bunyo, who happens to be a member of the Climate Change Committee in IFLA APR. I myself is also a member of the Academe and Education Committee of IFLA APR. We hope that more PALA members will become leaders in various committees and hopefully in the councils of IFLA APR and IFLA World, hopefully in the future. So that's our dream, that we can represent the national organization in more international venue. And of course, our leadership in terms of how we provide services to our different communities, um, we decided to still take charge in terms of offering technical assistance to, as what James mentioned, in different Luntiang Po projects. We feel that we owe it to our stakeholders to provide them the services that they also deserve and may be wanting for the longest time. Um, and of course, we also recognize the efforts of our previous presidents and board of directors. Thus, we decided to renew our membership and active participation with CBNE and PFPA. Thus, we are now eligible to nominate Honorable Cecil Heres Tense to the PFPA awards. So we are hoping, and we hope that everyone um, could I don't know, help us prepare for and prepare other members in the future to be awardees. Unfortunately, we encountered some stumble block when we tried nominating for MOPI this year. As mentioned by Hannah, we had issues in terms of the accreditation, but that is being fixed right now. Um, so hopefully next year we will be fielding the names that we will be honoring also this evening as our MOPI nominees for next year, and we hope that there won't be any problems anymore, and we already have the documents ready to be submitted for next year's cycle. And also in terms of organizational introspection, during this pandemic, many of our members have been affected. It's unfortunate that some of them lost projects, lost jobs, and are affected with their livelihood are affected. Thus, we thought of how we can provide them, with some glimmer of hope. That's why we thought of having some design um, competition, design challenge. Okay, so that I mean, even if you are in the middle of pandemic, our minds and our spirit would still be um, up, and we feel that having that sense of purpose would allow our members to remain productive members of our society. We also decided to still continue with the palakasan. We are so thankful, like for example, the with the team that brought us the Palakasan 2020, headed by Holtz Abu and his team. It's an interesting mix of team members who are from different batches, but their team actually delivered in such a way that it catered to the different age groups and interests. Um, and also we try to look at how our different um, uh, different interests of our members also could be um, could be catered to. Um, Likewise, we also thought of how we can help our members deliver landscape services in the post-lockdown situation. That's why we also held a webinar on that one, so that we can prepare our members to be more proactive in their outlook. Um, so our organization has been transformed into something that would hopefully make people more empathic of the situations of others, while at the same time that they could be giving to other people who might need their help, design wise or otherwise. And of course, we tried to open, for example, several venue to for certain discussions. Like for example, our Viber group for a time was active with several discussions, and we did not try to police that because we feel that free speech should be encouraged, and regardless of whatever persuasions they have, we are open to that one, and we try to respond to that. We have been trying to be more um, we try to be more accommodating to everyone's requests, but of course we still have to maintain how we operate as an organization, and the limitations of the people who are who are member of the board of directors. um, I our service has been mainly out of our willingness to help, and as the mandate of our position, and that we feel that um, our members deserve um, services that that may not be may not have any compensation, but we feel that at what we are doing, we are also helping our members to become better members, better landscape architects and professionals. And of course, transition direction. Here, we have been trying to prepare for the next board who will be taking over PALA for 2021 um, administrative year. We try to fix all the accreditation that needs to be done, so that they won't have to face that problem anymore. And also, in terms of the financial situation, we try to clear up everything so that the they will not inherit the problems that may limit or their ability to provide their services. And of course, we already lined up projects. Maybe I don't know if they would appreciate this, but for the continuity of to our different sponsors and stakeholders, there is already a lineup of activities that the members could decide to take into as part of their advocacy, and I think this is noteworthy for activities as well. And also, we um, we our board has also been trying to respond to, for example, questions on how we can update our COGS, as what our PR Bola has mentioned, that if we could come up with a more security features in our COGS, and we have been exploring that. So all of this accomplishments and what we have prepared for the next board will be turned over to the next board via a document that will be shared to the next board, so that they could they could have a basis in terms of how they could deliver their services also. And and um, and also we try to innovate. For example, the election this year, you might have noticed that we put extra effort in terms of how we innovated this election this year, which is different from how we do it because of the lack of the face-to-face GA. So this is also part of the innovation that we try to institute in the organization, which we um, hopefully would be continued by the next board. So with that, we'd like to thank the board, the rest of the board, for their active participation. Maybe some of them are already tired for this year, and that's understandable. I mean, this year has been challenging to everyone, especially to your board, and we try to we are not saying that we are the best board, but we what I can say is that we really try hard to offer the best that we can for this organization, and I think that the best is yet to come in the coming years, and this is the beginning in terms of how our board can innovate, reinvent, and become better organization for its members, for its different partners like PR Bola, CHED, and the different institutions. Just to mention, UP Diliman, the Bulacan State University, University of San Agustin, and University of San Carlos. And hopefully we could become more connected as a landscape community. And of course, to the different professional organizations also, where we continue to engage with them. And of course to the different communities that we try to reach out more, that we can provide more professional services to them, and that we don't forget the mandate of our profession, and even with or without pandemic, that we can become of service to our fellow people and fellow Filipino also. So thank you very much. And we would be as the board, we as and been mentioned also by James, we are more happy to help the next board with whatever challenges and programs and projects that they'll be embarking on. So for us, thank you very much, and we're signing off as your board of 2020, and we'd like to wish the 2021 board of directors good luck, and to the organization, thank you very much for your support. And we are, although I said this, as I kept on repeating, it is challenging, but it was a happy experience for most of us for most of the time. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Joy.
Thank
Dave,
you very much
back
to
to you.
our Pala President Napi and the rest of the board of directors. Thank you po. Thank you.
Indeed, a lot has happened in just 1 year. We have seen that through these projects, PALA has adopted to the current norm to give its services to members and connect our community as one. Now, to
We
discuss
know
the various PRC concerns and board announcement, let us all welcome Bola Chair and Member, Honorable Paulo Alcazaren, and Honorable Cecilia Heras Tense.
good evening po.
Good evening.
Good evening po.
Good evening. Good evening to the outgoing board of PALA and to the members who are attending this evening's event. I hope you are all well. I will be giving a short report on the activities of the Board of Landscape Architecture, and we are mandated to give fulfill a number of functions, mainly in regard to, well, the most prominent, of course, the licensure exams. And of course, as everybody knows, because of the pandemic, this had been postponed. So in as early as April, of course, when the main quarantine was called in March, in fact, all of the licensure exams were postponed for that month. And as the quarantine extended, all of the boards looked at the postponement of their respective licensure exams. So in May, we wrote to the chairman for the suspension of this year's exam for landscape architects, July 1 and 2, and this was granted. And as the pandemic spread and as the quarantines were extended, the reality came that we had to look at postponing almost all of the licensure exams to next year, and this has been done. So tentatively, the next examination for landscape architects is July 6 and 7 of 2021, subject to, of course, what's going to happen in respect to the pandemic and the easing up of the quarantine. Of course, everybody's hopeful that the coming of the vaccines and the flattening of the curve will bring us back to some sort of normalcy. You may have noticed that some some professions have pushed through with exams, and over the last 9 months, we have looked in the board and in the PRC at ways to implement the licensure exams, vetting a lot of possible arrangements in terms of physical giving up exams and all of the other digital supports for implementing the licensure. We will keep you posted, and if you need any more information, of course, you can access the PRC website for this. Now, that's our main function, but of course, we are also constrained or mandated to look at other things as the Board of Landscape Architecture, including administrative cases against illegal practice and the like. There have not been any in the last year. We are also looking at, of course, continuing professional development activities, and of course, we had a number of going into March of 2020, which has had to be postponed. Of course, now everyone is shifting to digital, and that is, of course, the way to go. Unfortunately, we have not been too regular in meeting with the CPD committee, which we will pick up again in 2021 as we head towards normalcy. And we will work with PALA once they get back their accreditation to pursue CPD programs and activities. We did, right before the lockdown, appoint the CPD monitors in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Of course, everything regarding physical CPD programs will have to be rethought in the new year. Aside from that, our other functions include the inspection of schools and offices. Of course, because of the pandemic, again, we have not been able to do so. And the last time Honorable Cecil Tenz and I went to inspect the schools was towards the end of last year, 2019. So we have been unable to do that for this year, and will in all hopefully be able to pick up on that function in 2021. Now, we also are mandated to have monthly meetings, and a lot of the other functions of the board have been taken care of by, of course, our nominee for the PFPA, Honorable Cecil Heras Tenz, and that's one of the reasons, of course, that she's being her name has been put forward for this prestigious award. So over the last few months, also in terms of CPD, there have been some movements in our legislative bodies in the Senate and Congress for the repeal and amendment of said law, and we have attended a number of this. Of course, the CPD law is still in effect. It's just movements in the Senate for possible legislation because of certain people who are against it. But suffice it to say that the law is still the law. So, additional functions of the board is in relation to, of course, the awards for the most outstanding profession of the year, and as you've heard, the board of landscape architecture, the PALA board has given you an update on that, and we also have functions in relationship to POP-RB meetings and activities, and the professional summit was for all of the professions was held a few months ago. For which, again, Honorable Cecil Tenz was one of the key speakers in that event. So kudos to her again, and thank you. And finally, not finally, but we are also continuing in coordinations or alignments with the CHED and the CHED committee head, Ma'am Zenny Galingan, who together with, again, Honorable Cecil Tenz are looking taking care of that aspect of the function of the board and the relationship of CHED in terms of education and the schools that teach landscape architecture. Finally, to end, we have two items that I need to tell everyone about, which is the project for the establishment of guidelines for health and hospital facilities, which was an idea that came out of the Europe meeting the other month, and for which we have joined the clusters that include architecture, engineering, interior design, for the production of our chapter on landscape architecture in relationship to the design of health and hospital facilities, especially in reference to pandemics and current and future, and a committee, a technical working group headed by Honorable Cecil Tenz, myself, with the participation of Beth Espino, Neil Samak from Singapore and based in Singapore, and George Navarro based in Australia. We have put together a draft. It's almost complete, and with the aid of landscape architect Hannah Cruz and an editorial team of another 4 people, we are close to completion of these guidelines, and it will be submitted hopefully by the end of next week to the general committee or the people in charge of putting together guidelines with other disciplines. And we feel that the whole process of putting this together is very instructive and very useful as regards to doing the same thing for other aspects of landscape architecture in hopefully next year's production of our landscape architecture guidelines. So this is a very good source of lessons learned in putting together such guidelines, and hopefully the templates that have been started, and thanks to the TWG and the editorial team, this can serve as a very good template for the hopefully the complete landscape architectural standards for the profession. Finally, we are going to one of the other activities of the board is international conferences. And again, our thanks to Honorable Cecil Tenz for applying and herself and getting for us the funds to mount a conference in 2 weeks' time. This is the Pan-Asian Challenges of the Practice of Landscape Architecture, an international conference on landscape architectural profession. And we're hoping to get a participation of about 80 to 100 professionals and representatives of the academe to be able to push forward the agenda of globalization. And this has, of course, to do with MRPQ and in pursuit of professional qualifications, not just in the Philippines, but region-wide. And this is a very important conference that we hope, if we hope to be successful, will continue to a second edition, again, to pursue the agenda of improvement of the practice of the profession and the education of landscape architects, not just in the Philippines, but region-wide. So thank you. I didn't mean for it to take that long. And I don't know if Honorable Cecil Tenz is online.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they told me you were not going to speak.
Anyway, okay.
Sorry
So
about
I will
that.
just add.
I
will just add to what you already
Yes,
said.
please.
Okay. So,
Yes.
okay.
Sorry, I
Latest
told you you were
developments.
not- Yes, the latest developments.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't have my camera, but I'm using my desktop. But latest developments also with the renewal of your PICs.
Yes.
We
Forgot
have
about
what
that,
is called the LARIS system. So everything is now going online. So all you need to do is make your accounts for this Larry system. And what we are trying to work out now with Pala is the digital acceptance of your COGS so that you do not need to go to the PRC offices to physically submit your COGS. Now, your CPD certificates are also allowed to be uploaded on the site, okay, on your account. Then also a little addition to the firms that we were able to visit 4 firms before the lockdown in March. This was Clark Q, Triune, Aurelio, and Green Edge. Now the conference that we are having in 2 weeks' time is very timely because the RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Program, was recently signed. The countries sorry, this is a free trade agreement initiated by Indonesia between the Asia Pacific nations of Australia, Brunei, Cambodia, China, Indonesia, Japan, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, New Zealand, the Philippines, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, and Vietnam. Why is this of interest to us? Because some of these countries have already expressed interest in landscape architecture. So, which is why it is important for us to have this conference in the next 2 weeks so that we can beef up our landscape architecture education program and the practice also. Because like we kept saying before, free trade is an eventuality. So what we are trying to push is for you, all of you, to level up, take your master's degree, and I hope a lot of you end up in the academic track teaching. Because while we want to be able to open more degree programs in the other universities all over the Philippines, our hands are tied because we do not have credible faculty, okay, who have their master's degrees, who have their years of practice to be able to teach the major subjects required by the program. So again, I think that's all I can add for now. So again, we hope to work closely with Pala for the digital COGS for the convenience of all the members.
Yes, Cecil, the Committee for Career Progression and
Oh,
Specialization.
yes.
Yes, could you brief us?
Okay. I am currently the chair for the technology cluster for the career progression and career progression specialization program and the credit accumulation transfer system. I'm also with the PRC, PMC, which is the umbrella management or the program management committee. And I'd like to inform you that currently we have 2 specialization programs enrolled and that this CPSP CATS will be rolled out by next year. This is important for all of you to know and understand because eventually in your PIC, your PQF levels or the Philippine Qualification Framework levels will be reflected in your IDs. Why should you be concerned about this? Because again, whether you work abroad or get projects abroad or work here locally with no foreign involvement, eventually employers, clients will want to look at your qualification levels. So please try to take interest in leveling up. I've given the board several times over copies of our landscape architecture qualification framework, which was passed through a board resolution in 2018. This qualification framework was crafted jointly by PALA, CHED, the board, and industry partners. And right now, we have 2 programs with TESDA for the NC3 levels. Eventually, we will also be offering other NC national certification levels to be able to complete all 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 levels. Okay? Why? Because TESDA is moving towards being able to have the NC5 or the diploma level as an eligibility for a tertiary degree. Okay, I know it's a lot to take in right now, but don't worry. That's why your regulatory board is here, and which is also why we are working closely together with PALA and CHED and the academe. Okay, so if hi Joy, nakakahilo.
Sorry po.
So, um, so if at times you feel that the board is pressuring you to keep up with us, our apologies, but it's only because so many things are happening now in government that you may not be aware of, but the board is very much aware of, and we don't want you to be left behind. Or sa Tagalog, may iwan natutulog sa pansitan. Okay? So, this is the very reason why I keep feeding Pala, the board keeps feeding Pala all this information so that you know. Because in my very own personal experience, when I presented the MRPQ to the IFLA APR Council, they were at a loss at what I was talking about because they were all in the private sector. Okay. The offer for the RCEP was made by not by landscape architects, but by their economic negotiators. Okay, so I'm not even sure if ILA is aware of that. Okay, so that is our advantage here. You have a board, you have the board, which is all who are also members of the organization. So our interest is always for the membership, always. And we will, I know I, for one, will bend backwards so long as it is allowed within the law. Okay, I will bend backwards for the membership for as long as it is within the law. Okay, so again, thank you very much for all the efforts through this very trying time of the PALA board and the membership. Very much appreciated by the PR Bola. Okay, and we look forward to working with the new board.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Honorable Cecil. And just a final note, just to let everybody know, one of the reasons we are trying very hard to be on top of things, despite the challenges, is the fact that the other professions are also trying to cover the same territory that we as landscape architects uh, cover in the definition of our profession. So the architecture and environmental planning professions and recent initiatives for the start of a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Planning. These are all initiatives from those professions that overlap with a lot of the functions that we already fulfill, and so we are trying to protect our profession, but still be open to collaboration with everyone else. But if we don't express ourselves and make our presence felt, then we will lose out, as Honorable Cecil has mentioned. So again, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
And if I may add, for the
Yes, go ahead.
standards, the LA standards, it is an urgent matter which the incoming board and the membership should work on. And as we've shown you, we were able to come up with a design manual for hospitals and healthcare facilities only because we were dedicated to it, meaning we met regularly once a week. We communicated through emails in between. Okay, and everybody cooperated. So if you will unite and cooperate, much can be achieved.
Thank you to our Honorable Board of Landscape Architects, Sir Paulo and Ma'am Cecil. Thank you for your time.
And now to answer all your concerns and queries to the PALA board, We are now opening the floor for all your questions. You may send your queries to the comment box on the right side of your screen. Ayan, mag-comment lang po kayo kung may mga tanong kayo at kung may gusto man po kayong sabihin, comment nyo lang po at sasagutin po iyan. Okay, comment lang po. Ayan, pwede na po mag-comment. Ayan. Hey, Ma'am Belle. Ayan, sabi niyo yan, ha? Pwede na mag-comment. Bakit kayo naka-black? Christmas party. Na-miss ko tuloy yung Christmas party backdrop dati ni Pam sa isang talk dati. Ayan. Hello po. Comment lang po. Comment lang po.
And coming from Sir Frederick Peter C. Altagas, thank you, Seth and Pao, for your untiring efforts in behalf of the membership and the profession. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Sir Frederick. From Sir Vic Tulog, Ma'am Seth, how is the online application for renewal? I think this is a question for Ma'am Cecil.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello. Okay. How is the online application for renewal? Okay. The application for renewal there is a tutorial on the official PRC FB page.
Nag-start na ba sila? Kasabay tayo. Kasabay tayo.
Okay, did I answer your question? There's an official, in the official FB page of PRC, there is a tutorial for this. First, you have to create a new account because I think they rebooted everything. So you have to create a new account for your renewal. And then I suggest you just watch the tutorial that's there so that you will be properly guided.
So another question, asking for a friend, when is the next board exam?
The next board exam will be in July next year. I think July 1 and 2 again. The first Tuesday and Wednesday of July 2021. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it will be the first Tuesday and Wednesday of July in 2021.
Another question for Ma'am Cecilia from Jose Roman Abad. Okay, ma'am, do you still need to present certificates for PRC renewal, or is the COGS all that is needed?
You still need to present your CPD certificates aside from your COGS, which the certificates you can upload, I believe. Now, it's a COGS that you need to, at the moment, physically present at the PRC offices. This is what we are trying to work with PALA so that the board can endorse this to the registration division to accept ECOGS certificates.
So next question from a Facebook user. Are webinars from different organizations be considered as CPDs? If yes, kailangan po ba siya i-apply personally? And what is the current process for this? Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. Ayan. Ayan.
Uh,
So sige po. Ako ba?
no,
Ayan.
go ahead.
Okay. So for the webinars ng different organizations, depende siya if they applied for CPD. Pwede naman, though you have to check lang with the provider if applied yung webinar na yon na may CPD points. If I mean like if wala naman, pwede pa rin sila ma-count na may CPD points pero you have to apply it personally. So self-directed siya and yung instructions naman nun in detail po na sa PRC website naman yung instruction for self-directed na pag-apply ng points. Yun. Yun naman. So hope that answers your question.
Please make sure that if you're applying for self-directed, that you have the certificates of attendance, or if it's something that you did online or that you participated in, there's some record of your participation because the CPD committee will review your application, and we will look for all of those all of the proof of attendance, which is sometimes difficult in terms of digital participation, but we'll have to take it on a face-to-face basis.
In addition to that, there was a new issuance by PRC that all these webinars during the lockdowns for consideration should be applied through the board.
Okay.
Okay, maybe Honorable Paulo and I can issue that or forward that issuance by the commission to the PALA board for their guidance.
Yeah.
Another one from Sir Vic Dulog. Sir Paulo mentioned July 6th and 7th for board exam. Kindly clarify.
Yes, right now it's from the tentative schedule, it's 6 or 7. But Honorable Cecil is right. It's the first week of July. It will be. Yeah.
Yes, which
Go
is
ahead.
actually the first Tuesday and Wednesday is July 6 and 7.
Yep.
Because July starts on a Thursday. So technically that is correct, July 6 and 7.
Okay, for another question we have from Laura Valentino. Do you still need to submit to PALA the certificates for CPDs before the COGS is issued? Thanks.
Hello, hello. Yes. For the COGS, right now we adjusted na yung procedure namin. Na okay lang na walang certificates for the CPD points. We'll issue the COGS as long as bayad yung dues nyo and wala namang other problems. But for points, we'll record lang what you have, and if kulang, kayo na po bahala with the self-directed for additional points. But what you submitted will include naman po. Yeah.
In addition to that, the PRC has issued a transition period where you can submit an oath of undertaking, meaning to say, utang na CPD units. And for this time, I think it's only 15, not 45. for this period of transition period?
Yes, also to let everybody know, related to the project for putting together the landscape architectural standards, participation in that project will score you points, and the CPD council will look very kindly at you if you participate in that program, and if you give your time to that. So I enjoin all of you to participate in that project, and hopefully we can produce it within next year. Thank you.
And in addition, also, those who are renewing for the first time are exempt from CPD units for the transition period only. So yung mga nakapasa last year, okay, or 3 years before, basta first time you magre-renew, you are still exempt from CPD units under the transition period. How long the transition period is to be determined by PRC. All OFWs also are exempt first from the CPD units.
Okay. For our last question from Facebook user, are trainings through in LinkedIn Learning or Udemy considered for CPE credits?
How's that again?
Are trainings through in LinkedIn Learnings or Udemy considered for CPE credits?
Well, we need some sort of certification or record of participation. It's again, like I said, it's on a case-to-case basis for your application for the self-directed. Please download the form, and you will see the requirements for it anyway. And if you have any questions, you can contact us directly.
You also need to present the program, the learning program.
Yes.
Okay, for our last question, good PM, Ma'am Cecil. I'm currently working in a private resort, and they want to convert the resort into urban edible garden and TSI teacher training center. Can we apply for partnership with TESDA?
I don't know what you mean by partnership with TESDA. Okay, but this is an urban edible garden. Why don't you partner up with PALA for the urban edible garden? Now, for the teacher training center, I think TESDA has its own procedures for partnership agreements. So I really don't know what you mean. Who's that? What you mean by a partnership with TESDA, because I'm not TESDA. No. Although TESDA has a greenery center, something like that. Okay. So what the extent of that partnership is, I don't know. But I can help link you to the people. So maybe you just message me privately so I can better understand how to help you if I can.
Okay, for definitely our last question for tonight from Sir Holtz Abu. Meron ba yung pinaka-maabangang annual Christmas party raffle?
Yeah, oo, meron naman. Wait nyo later. May raffle naman tayo. Oo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Yan,
okay
so may
na.
hahabol pa ba?
Last call for
Last na yun.
questions. Okay, I think we can move on.
Ayan, baka wala na. Ayan, so thank you everyone for sending your queries. As much as the board would love to answer all your questions, we only have a limited time for tonight kasi may Christmas party pa tayo.
Okay, moving on. Almost every year, we recognize our outstanding professionals who significantly contributed to our organization and the profession's betterment through the PRC Outstanding Professional of the Year Award. For this year's awards, we have nominated three of our outstanding members for the said awards. Our first nominee, we have landscape architect Vic Gulov. Landscape architect Vic Gulov, having served the PALA board for several years, has been instrumental in making the organization more relevant in the local and international communities. As such, he re-established PALA's participation in the IFLA APR and IFLA World that reconnected our organization internationally during his term. He also initiated various PALA projects such as PALA IT Santos Cup and revived the PALA Dialogue as well as the PALA NatCon. It is also during his term when the Luntiang Pook project was jump-started. He is also an award-winning designer and have won various awards for both local and international.
So for our next nominee, landscape architect Madonna P. Danao. Landscape architect Danao's role as the chair of the landscape architecture program of the Bulacan State University or the BULSU for more than 10 years has a significant impact on the program and profession. Currently, he is a senior lecturer at the University of the Philippines, College of Architecture. She is a member of the Commission on Higher Education, Technical Committee on Landscape Architecture, which has set landscape architecture's policies and standards as a specialized baccalaureate program in the country. Internationally, she represents the Philippines mostly by participating in conferences as either delegate or presenter.
And last but definitely not the least, landscape architect Ezra Castillo. Landscape architect Castillo is one of the senior PALA members and the pioneers of the landscape constructing business, setting the standards to establish the landscape constructing business in the country. Landscape architect Castillo is among the lead organizers of the first International Federation of Landscape Architects, or IFLA, conference here in the Philippines and supports the organization through various means. His contracting company contributed to several award-winning projects, including Greenbelt, Zwelig, and the Pasig Civic Center. This recognition made the local landscape architecture firms recognized both locally and internationally. Congratulations to our nominees, and we hope for your success in your future endeavors. And thank you very much for your continuous support to PALA and to our profession.
And now, to give a closing message for the General Assembly, may we call on again our PALA President, Napi Navarra, to give the closing message for our General Assembly.
Okay, thanks, Joy. Okay. Yes. Okay. A bit of a history, just to provide us with context. Before the Renaissance period, there was the Dark Ages and the Black Plague. It was a pandemic, much more worse than what we are experiencing right now. But mind you, what happened after the pandemic? Same with the Spanish flu pandemic in 1918, which was I think ended in about 1920, 1922. After those major pandemic, many large scale projects and opportunities opened up. So what I'm trying to say here is that once we have overcome this challenge of pandemic, based on history, I am positive that there will be an upsurge of projects where we as landscape architects can participate in. And I am also positive that with the renaissance of many of these people who want to go out and enjoy, and maybe they would have developed more appreciation of open spaces now. Um, Now that many places are restricted, there is going to be a renaissance of sorts for many of the parks and open spaces that we really need. And I think many of our people, especially even decision makers, have realized the importance of these of the open spaces. So um, what I want to leave you to our members is that there is something that we can look forward to after this pandemic, and that even during the pandemic, we can there is something that we can do in order for us to prepare for that eventuality where we could be there, we can go back and be out in the outdoors and do our thing as landscape architects where we do best, which is outdoor spaces. um, we wearing black now, it's not really that that we are being anti-Christmas. Actually, this is a celebration of sorts, because the shirt that we're wearing now is actually the the Palakasan shirt that we with the creatives have developed. Okay, and we gave this shirt also, aside from the board, they were also give these shirts were also given to those who volunteered to be part of the Palakasan committee. So we are very thankful to the committee that help us to be united and connected, even if we are all far from each other at this point. And also because of Palakasan, we now have the hosts that we have here with us, Joy and Dave. They were Mr. and Miss Palakasan candidates and winners. So we are hoping that in the future, Mr. and Miss Palakasan will not just be accessories or something that is just for fun. That we will have some sort of ambassador to the different activities where we have Pala members are involved. And also the my closing will not be complete without mentioning our different partners and sponsors who have been instrumental in our operation as an organization. Um, I've already mentioned some, of course, our industry partners, the PR Bola, the TCLA of CHED, the different academic institutions. But to add to that, we'd like to thank the DNC magazine for our design challenge, for our different sponsors, the Kenzai Ceramics and Icon Concepts, the Cypress Bomanite, Cube System Builders. Know who our allies are in our, the darkest hour. So I think um, these are our um, these are our reliable partners where we can expect to be in partner with through good times and bad times. Well, this is not so bad time, but it's a very we are very much appreciative of the partnership, even if we can't offer the same kind of services that we usually provide them with. Also, for our different community partners, we'd like to thank the National Commission for Culture and the Arts for the financial support and for constantly challenging Pala to take part in its various endeavors. LaSalle Green Hills, residents of Bistecville 5, Barangay Nara 3 of Silang Cavite, Barangay San Isidro in Dulag, Leyte, sorry, and the Cordillera News Agency Incorporated, based in Baguio, but for the Sagada project of Luntiang Pook. So we'd like to thank everyone for the support. So on behalf of the board of the Pala Board 2020, and as we sign off and transition to the next board, we'd like to thank everyone for the support and for the cooperation and for being patient with us and for all these adjustments and the calibrations that we need to do in the middle of all of this. So, but we and also we'd like to remind everyone that first and foremost, we are all PALA members here, and all of us, our concern is to upgrade and constantly improve our level of professionalism and how we deal with other people, and even beyond our professional demeanor and responsibilities, that we need to be kind to everyone, and that being a humane person, okay, is would take us further in our professional practice. So again, thank you very much, and we will be seeing you again really, really soon. So thank you very much, and let's go back to our hosts for this evening. Thank you very much, Dave and Joy, for hosting tonight's event.
Thank you.
Okay, and
Thank you po.
please do your thing to seg to the next part of the program. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you very much to our PALA president for that wonderful message. I know that a lot has been inspired by your message po. Thank you po.
Indeed,
ulit.
we can and we will conquer this pandemic, and we will be looking forward for the renaissance. Now, before we proceed to the election proper, we would like to present to you our very own Pala catalog. So please speak to the program. Now we are moving forward to the announcement of election results. For this year's election process, we conducted a few cycles of electing. The first is the nomination process, where we selected our nominees. After the first nomination process, the nominees are told to answer the nomination. All nominees who accept their nominations are the ones to be voted on the final vote. Tonight, our Commission on Elections we will announce the results of our elections. And with that, may we introduce to you once again the respected members of the PALA Committee. Starting with our Comelec Chair, Landscape Architect Zenaida D. Galingan, the member of the Comelec Landscape Architect Cecilia H. Tensen, and last but not the least, our Comelec member Landscape Architect Franklin Fontanoso. Flash on your screens are the nominated members from the first phase of the elections, and the numbers are the nominations they've had. Here are the final nominees who accepted the nominations. 10 from them will be the next PALA Board of Directors. Now we are now giving the floor to our PALA Comelec, Ma'am Zenny, to announce the election result.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening po.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Okay.
Good evening po.
Okay. Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear po.
Okay. Okay. Because I can't see you. All I can see is myself. Anyway. So. Okay. So. Okay, I know everybody is excited to know already the result of the election. So here are the final list of those who have been elected. Okay. Now, number 1, we have Pamela Pagana. Number 2, we have Holt Joseph Abu. Next one is Marie Christine Endencia. Next is Danilane Lumibao. Next is Joyce Mariel Aguirre. The 6th one is Lori Joy Rapi. The 7th is Adrian Ilog. The next one is Charis Apalis. The 9th one is Rowan Balmores. And the 10th one is Rodine Flores. Congratulations, everyone. I hope, I know it's very hard to be part of the board, but I just wish you to, I don't want to say congratulations, but I say best wishes. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations to our new PALA Board of Directors. We are sure that our organization will continue to grow with our leadership. Now, just to remind the newly appointed PALA Board of Directors, please wait for the COMELEC to create a group chat for the new Board of Directors for you to get acquainted already. For the second part of our event tonight, we are now opening our first ever online Christmas party. Please do not leave the program, guys. We still have a lot of surprises and special performances at our Christmas party.
To warm up our Christmas party, here's the first presentation of the night by our member, landscape architect Balbi Santos. Ayan. Mahal po ang talent fee niyan. Charot. Ayan, nasa na siya? Nasa na si Sir? Wow!
That's a great performance by Sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Ay, ano po ba yung tawag dun sa talent po ni Sir?
Ano ba tawag doon?
Crystal balling.
Di ba sa
Dragon balling? Di ko alam kung ano tawag dun eh, pero ang galing. Sana kaya din natin yon, napapalutang ang bola. Ayan. Sino ba sunod? May susunod ba? Sana makausap natin si Sir Balbi para makakwento niya kung paano siya nagsanay dun sa talent niya na yon. Ang galing.
So before that, we should proceed first with our awarding ceremonies. So we have the first award, the Early Bird Award.
Ayan.
The award, award sa member na always nauuna sa mga registration.
Ayan, napaka-agap naman.
Yan.
Aga niya naman dumating. Sino kaya yan?
Yan. For our first winner, the Early Bird Awardee, we have, wala bang drum roll dyan? Wala bang drum roll?
Ayan. Hindi ko.
Wala.
Ayan. Nako.
We have,
Kinakabahan ba yung mga nauna?
ayan na, Airo De Quito.
Yon! Nanalo din. Congratulations po. Congratulations, sir. Ginalingan nyo naman po masyado. Sana pwede silang ma-interview para malaman kung paano siya nauna. Kung anong paghahanda ang ginawa niya para maging early bird siya. Ayan.
Now, for the second award, we have the Most Bibo Award.
Ayan. Sino kaya ang pinaka-bibo na yun?
Parang pasok ka rito, Joy, ah.
Parang
ikaw
gusto ko tanongin kung ano ba yung hotdog niya.
Parang ikaw yata to, ah.
Ako ba yan? Hindi. Meron pang mas bibibo sa akin.
Pero kung sino man yung mas bibibo sa'yo, ito na siya. For our
Ayan.
Most Bibo Award, we have, drumroll again,
Wala
We
tayong
have-
tunog eh.
Sir Franklin Fontanoza Jr.
Yon. Napaka-bibo naman ni Sir. Isa namang ano dyan. Totoy Bibo naman dyan, Sir. Antayin po namin yung Totoy Bibo nyo.
Yan, congratulations,
Ayan.
first and second winners. Now, to proceed, our next performance is from another talented member. Let's hear it from our very own Beatriz Reyes.
Yon. Galing naman ni Bea. Ano ang gagawin ni Bea? Siguro kakanta to. Yon, sabi ko na. Yon.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared, and the soul felt His wound. A thrill of pain, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breeze a new and glorious born. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices on night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices on night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night
Galing naman po ni Bea.
Yeah, no, Mariah Carey is shaking right now. I'm sure of that. Ayun si Ariana Grande. Pero sa,
Tumalikod ako tapos humarap ako eh.
Oo nga eh, pero sa comment section maraming naghihintay sa whistle part. No, sayang. Walang pa-whistle, sayang. Pero thank you very much, Bea, for that wonderful performance. Ayan, golden buzzer na daw si Bea.
Ayan. Napakalupit naman ni Bea talaga. Pwede na to.
So,
Lahat mo
thank
nang
you very
buboto
much
kay Bea.
for our next
Nakakatawa naman si
performance.
Bea.
Are we up for another performance?
Padala ko na lang raw footage niya.
So again, let's now proceed with another award. The last award for tonight is the Top Fan Award. Ito yung award na binibigay sa mga members na nagla-likes, nag-share at very supportive sa ating org. So for this award, we'll be having not just one, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 awardees. So we have first AJ Moldes, second Dane Lumibaw, third kakakanta lang Bea Reyes, and last but not the least Franklin Cacacho. Congratulations for the 4 of you guys. Oh my.
Mali!
Sorry. Mali. Ito pala ang ating Top Fans Awardees. So, 4 din sila. So, tama yung 4 ko. So for the 4 winners, we have first, Sir Vic Duloog. Second is Chris Santi. Third is Era Calista. And Elra Landa. So yan, tama na yan. Congratulations for the 4 of you guys.
Steve Harvey.
Now with the raffle. So it's now time for the most exciting part of the Christmas party. It's raffle time.
Ayan.
So the raffle was drawn via an electronic draw. We drew 4 winners for this round. So
Na-announce na.
Yan, Joy. Ikaw na mag-announce.
Na-announce na po yung nanalo.
Announce
Kasi
mo ulit.
advance po kami bumola. Kagabi pa lang po bumola na kami. Kagabi pa lang po, binola na po namin yung mananalo sa raffle na to.
Announce mo na lang ulit.
Uulitin ba natin kung sino yung nanalo? Gusto niyo po uli marinig kung sino po yung nanalo sa raffle natin? Sige po, ulitin ko po. Ang nanalo po sa ating raffle na binola po via electronic camera. Ayan, ito po. Si Sir AJ Moldes, Miss Dane Lumibaw, Miss Bea Reyes, and Mr. Franklin Cacacho. Ayan
Yes.
po. Napakagaling po. Swerte-swerte niyo po.
Sounds familiar ba? Sounds familiar. Naulit, sorry guys. Wala na tuloy thrill.
Ayan. Pasensya na po. Ayan. Ano pa ba?
So let's now proceed for our last performance for tonight. We have our very own. Let us all welcome Say Caballero.
Yun. Pinanood ko yung ano niya, yung YouTube niya. Yung mga video niya doon. Ayan, nasa na? Ay.
your heart be like? From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the
Ganda ko si Bonnie.
shining star up by the highest cloud, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Yan, thank you po. Napakagaling po. Mag-subscribe po kayong lahat sa, ano po niya, sa YouTube channel po niya. Marami pa po siyang kanta doon.
Damang-dama yung Pasko.
Kailangan po ma-monetize ang kanyang YouTube channel para po makatawid sa kahirapan po na natatamasa ng lahat.
So thank you, Say Cabanero, for that wonderful performance.
Ayan po, para po pala sa mga nanalo po, sa mga nabanggit po na nanalo kanina, kukontakin po kayo para po ma-claim nyo po yung mga prizes nyo. At yung sa mga ayaw naman pong pag-claim ng prize nila, dito po kami ni Dave, sa amin lang po.
Oo, sa amin na lang. Nangailangan kami.
Pasensya na po pala sa mga nakarinig ng pagta-type ko kanina. Nakakaloka. Pasensya na po.
So before we end the event tonight, we would like to announce that the sign-out form for our event today is now ready. And it was a pin in our comment section. Please sign out through the form to complete your attendance. So katulad nung sa sign-in, meron tayong 45 minutes to sign out.
Ayan.
And that marks the end of our General Assembly and Christmas party. Thank you to the officers of the PALA Board, our VP for Internals, Joshua Ting, for making the presentation more beautiful and informative. And of course, thank you to everyone who joined and participated in today's event. And see you on the next one.
Merry Christmas!
Good evening, PALA!
Good evening.
Thank
Salamat
you.
po. Salamat po. Merry Christmas po sa inyo lahat. Sino pong gusto magpabate? Ako na pong may hawak na itong StreamYard, kaya pwede na po kayo bumate. Wala na pong magpapatay ng boses. Wala na pong mag-mute. Ayan.
Thank you, guys.
Maraming salamat po. Pinapasalamatan ko po ang lahat ng nag-comment, nag-bash, nag-react po. Ayun, maraming salamat po.